Kaylee, I am headed back to work. I literally just got in my truck. I left home. Been gone for 24 days, but I'm headed right now from Chattanooga area in Tennessee, and I'm going to be going to Georgia and then over to Auburn, Alabama. And then I'm going to be coming back over to Georgia to pick up a trainee. I train people. And then from there, I'm headed down to Fort Worth, Texas, or not Fort Worth, I'm sorry, Florida, down to Tampa. I appreciate it. I am fully loaded at the moment. I've got a load of about 78,500 pounds between my truck, my trailer, and my load. If a lot of you don't really understand or can't really put those metrics together, imagine one of these semis carrying 20 cars, just regular sedan cars, and that might be about half of my entire weight. Actually, it'd probably be a little bit more than half of my weight, but nevertheless, a lot of weight. Can I grab the camera? What does that mean? What are you talking about? Josh apparently knows where I'm at. No, I don't. Actually, yeah, it might be taking me over the dam. Probably. It's going to take me, yeah. I'll be over the dam, but if anybody wondering, it's going to be the Chickamauga Dam. It goes over the Tennessee River. What's going on, Jordan? If I miss it when you guys say hello, I apologize, but driving, it's not exactly the easiest thing to do, so. Oh, nice. You know, that Popeyes is ran like absolute garbage. They are horrible in that building. It's always dirty, and the staff are bad. I won't even go to that Popeyes. Not that I go to Popeyes very often, but I still won't go there. They had my wife and my 4 kids waiting just past the window for almost 30 minutes about 2.5 weeks ago. And they gave her half her meal. So when she pulled away, she checked it. She had to go all the way back around and got treated even more like shit because they didn't give her the rest of the meals that she ordered. Well, it's not the dam that they're working on. It's actually what is it called? Port. It's kind of like, it's going to be kind of like a port in a sense. They utilized big walls. They pounded down all the way into the riverbed, and then they completely sucked all the water out of it, dug it down even farther, concreted it all in, and they're going to be building the port out of that. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to call it a port, I mean. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're adding a secondary spillway. And they're doing that because the bad weather that hit North Carolina last year, there's a dam up there, the Douglas Dam, up there near Knoxville, just to be northeast-ish of Knoxville, is about ready to just give way. If it has another big storm like that, they said it's going to give out. So they're trying to reinforce that dam, and I would assume that it might play a role in some of the stuff they're doing to this dam. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But only time will tell, I guess. Kentucky. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. I'm probably doing them all over the place, to be honest. These rains are getting nuts. You can only mess with the riverbed so much before it decides it wants to spill over somewhere else. Perry, Georgia. Nice. I'm actually, I do believe I'm going to go through Perry. I'm going to go pick up my trainee, and I'll probably go through Perry after that. I do not want to go back to work. I wouldn't be able to do your job. Probably slap somebody for not wanting to listen. Alright, this is going to be the Chickamauga Dam we're coming up to now. See all the cranes and everything, they're working on all that stuff. there. It's a swimming area. It's got all the safety areas for all the kids, so they can't float out into the middle of the lake. But that thing on the 4th of July was, wow, somewhere I would not be. That thing was packed. I mean, shoulder to shoulder. You couldn't even swim. You could just stand there in the water. That's about it. Feel the warmth of somebody else's peeing on your leg or something. Going good, Mega. How you doing? I don't know if you all are aware either. I've got a Tennessee trucker TikTok as well. If you guys ever go on to TikTok, you can throw that in there if you want to. That'd be appreciated too. Heavy. I love it up here too. We moved here from Phoenix in October of 23 and couldn't be happier. It's absolutely gorgeous up here all the time. My wife likes the fall the most. I just like it whenever I go hunting. That's all I care. But it's pretty much year-round fishing too, so it's nice. South. Right now I'm south on the 75. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. South on the 153. Kingport? Where's Kingport at? Oh, okay. it's a port, and I know there's fishing. And that I can enjoy. What is it? Want me to take this 11 Lee Highway right there all the way over and then take another road and go down to 75 South, but that's absolutely retarded considering this turns into 75 South. That's ridiculous. I love computers. I don't even know their butt from their elbow. I guess they had one. And she likes to whisper sweet nothings at me. I can't even hardly hear her. He didn't want to let me in, so I forced my way in. He sped up to not let me in, so. Gotta love rude people. I grew up prospecting. Arizona, I mean, that's mainly where I grew up, so I did a lot of prospecting with my granddad, on my own a lot. Prospected all over Arizona and Nevada. A little bit in California too. I've actually been to a placer mine. Got to experience actual mining in a placer mine, or not a placer mine, I'm sorry, a hard rock mine. And then I have done a drift mine with one of my buddies. And then I've just done a lot of placer deposit gold, and yeah, I love prospecting. If you like prospecting, you should look at Ask Jeff Williams on YouTube. He's a nutcase, but God, is he hilarious. And he is a very smart man when it comes to anything geology, and his cup of tea is gold. Cabela's is awesome, but unfortunately it's no more. It's all Bass Pro now. Bass Pro is just ridiculously expensive. Yes, there is. It's empty, and I'm wondering if they're ever going to demolish it, because it ain't going to be used, that's for sure. It's been sitting there for years. You guys are wondering what we're talking about. If you look to the right when we're coming up, you should be able to see it. You'll see what looks like a Cabela's building. Right there to the right. You guys can barely see it. But anyways, it's off to the right. It's all vacant. Not even taken care of. It's all dilapidated. It's ridiculous. They got rid of it. I don't know why. Kind of sad, because it's a beautiful building. One of the few that are built without mast. Somebody was following too close. Over, dude. It'll teach you. Tailgating sucks. When you either get caught or you have an accident. Howdy to everybody that has said hi, and I have missed it. I apologize. I'm obviously driving, so it makes it hard. Georgia Welcome Center, yes. that, but the one that I just passed, no, that thing's not being used at all. And I know that for a fact because I went over there and looked in the windows out of curiosity what was going on, and it is just barren. Nice four-ways. Good Lord. Talking about the ones that weren't on, you know. Battlefield Parkway, Oglethorpe. You got that halfway correct. It's Ringgold Lafayette. I could listen to my book and have this live going at the same time, but no, they'll copyright me. So I don't know if any of y'all like hot foods or hot peppers or anything like that, but I do. And I grow Carolina Reapers, and I took a couple Carolina Reapers off my plants yesterday, so I'm going to be leaving, and they were done. So I want my wife mess with them if she doesn't have to. So I took them off, and you know, stupid me, I didn't put on gloves or just grab them with the baggie like I normally do. No, I took them off by hand and proceeded to put them in baggies and. So that I can put them in the fridge bags that I take to bring everything to the truck, and go figure, yeah, well, I went to the bathroom. Yeah, I was in almost panic mode for about 35, 40 minutes. Wow. I was in there with Dawn dish soap in the shower and all. No, it was not friendly. driving a Freightliner Cascadia. No, it's not a fancy Peterbilt or anything like that. I'm a company driver. But nevertheless, I still work my butt off. Just like anybody else does. I would buy my own truck, but I don't really prefer to be doing this for more than about another year. And then I'm going to go into the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department. Passing a weigh station. If y'all haven't seen a truck going to a weigh station before, or don't know how it works, but our company's got a really high safety rate. I highly doubt that I'll get pulled in. It's a very rare occasion. Most of the time when I get pulled in, I'd say 1 out of 30 times I get pulled in, I get scaled out. So it's very rare. See if I get scaled out. I doubt it. That very seldomly ever happens to me. scale out. Apparently, they told him to enter and he chose not to. Here we go, ding dong. Some of these box trucks drivers, man, they think that they can do anything that they want to. Because they don't have to abide by, you know, CDL. Yeah, during commercial use, absolutely do. I just hate the fact that they are allowed, which doesn't make sense to me, they're allowed to drive a day cab box truck and park in 18-wheeler spots in all these fuel stations and sleep in their day cab, whereas if you had a CDL and you got caught doing the same thing, you would get a massive ticket, you'd get shut down, because day cab drivers have to get a hotel. It's federal law. We're only allowed to go I think it's 700 miles, and then it's only allowed to be there and back, and that's it. I mean, it's retarded that they're allowed to get away with a lot of stuff. I mean, they can find the loophole, more power to them, but it makes things very difficult for truck drivers, actual truck drivers. Hopefully everybody's 4th of July was good. Good. Hopefully it was fantastic. Mine was okay. I mean, I got home on the 4th, so it wasn't. Not only that, fireworks are just getting so overly rated, expensive. I like to leave politics out of here, no matter what side you're on or whatnot. No offense, not to be mean. I like to, because anymore these days nobody can be respectful with it, and it only turns into big arguments and fights and families separate. And, it's all bad over politics. So don't want to mess with it. But I do remember about, I don't know, 20 years ago when you could be on either side of the aisle and your neighbor could be on the other side of the aisle, on the opposite side, I guess, if you will. And you guys could go vote for a president that day and come home and have a barbecue together. Now, you go vote and then you come home and you try to stab each other. It doesn't make sense. Politics is an opinion. I am driving a big rig. 79,000 pounds total. Flatbed. I don't do van driver, which this is a van right here. That right there is what they call a van. For all those that have no idea the difference. You have a van, which is just a regular looking semi-trailer like that, and then the ones that have the motor on the front of the trailer, those are refrigerated trailers. I don't drive those. I drive flatbeds. I haul everything under the sun besides what they haul in there. Right now, unfortunately, I've got a curtain side, which is still considered a flatbed. It's just instead of tarping the load, I've got curtains on it, so I don't have to tarp. So I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm not a huge fan of curtain sides to begin with. Pain in the butt. But Conestogas, on the other hand, yeah, no, those are my cup of tea. If you want to be lazy, that's a good way to do it. Right now it's a curtain side. It's a 48-foot curtain side. I have a bunch of doors, if you will, that are going to go to 2 different locations. One location in Alabama, one location in Florida, Tampa. Hey, stay in your lane, buddy. I don't understand it. You realize if he slams on his brakes, you're dead, man. All y'all are dead. Riding butts. That is so stupid. I don't understand why people do that. And you can see, I keep about 2, maybe 3 semi-lengths at 40 miles an hour. Anything less than that, I mean, obviously you can get a little bit closer, but no. I'm not going to go getting extremely close to another truck, even if I wasn't loaded. That's just a death wish. I'll keep plenty of space between me and Mr. FedEx here. Doesn't know how to haul an oversized load, apparently. He's going to get into an close. At least you got the interstate correct. Absolutely. You want to be a trucker one day. Well, if you're young, find a good, solid profession that'll make you happy and give you a lot of money and you know you can enjoy. Because I mean, sure, trekking's not horrible, but I don't think it's something that you should just be looking at just to do because you like it. I think you should go with something that's going to make you a lot more money. If you have the opportunity, do something that you would thoroughly enjoy. And if you want to get your CDL on the side, go ahead. It's always good to have it in your pocket. like the company that I work for, it takes up, oh shit, what is it? 3 weeks. But some other companies take longer. The company I work for, it's debatable whether the company's CDL testing portion or learning educational portion is great, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's worse in some other companies than some actual CDL schools, but because I know some of the CDL schools that you can go to and you can attend, they're horrible. Like they're just there to collect a paycheck. They don't care about anything else except money. They don't teach you hardly anything. I've had a few of those in the truck that I've been training that have done like crap, that have gotten their CDL at a CDL training facility and then came to our company, and I've had to train them over the road before they can get their own truck, and it's night and day difference compared to the guys that go through our training. The guys that go through our training are trained well for the vast majority. I think it could be better, but they're not bad. The guys that are at those CDL trucking schools, they don't know they don't know anything. I mean, like it's like they've never even driven a truck. It's insane. Tell them to drop the trailer and, tell them, hey, you need to, make sure that your landing gear is down, and then pop your airlines and then pull your pin, and then, so make sure your glide hands are pulled off and then pull your pin. And for one, half of them don't know what I'm even talking about, and the other half of them, they don't pull their brake on the trailer, and they go to pull their airlines off, and they get the fright of a lifetime because it pops loud. Hi from Indiana. Not a big fan of Indiana. We've got one of our terminals for our trucking company in Gary, Indiana. Ugh. Automatics are pretty much all that's given out anymore. But no, I've got my manual as well. If they had manuals in this company, I would definitely drive it, but they don't. They all do the same thing now, so it don't make no difference. Video? What are you talking about, old video? This isn't old. gonna honk in the middle of the traffic. Not doing it. Oh, wave my fingers in front of the camera, if that makes you feel better. How's that? Boom. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I'm going to hop off of here. I gotta call my fleet manager. I gotta get some stuff sorted out for my appointment and delivery. But I'll have another one going sometime soon. Maybe later on today, maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. But I hope your all's 4th was good. And yeah, hopefully you'll come into the live when you see it again. I appreciate everything from you guys. You guys take it easy, have fun, be safe.